Welcome everyone to my channel. Frater Akiba here. Raviakibabenjoseph. I appreciate you coming out tonight. Thank you. Spirit. Okay. Let's see what we got. Something about being shadow banned. Uh-oh. Where are we going tonight, guys? Where are we going tonight? Just saw the Two of Swords. I don't know. I was thinking to myself, the star. And what did I say? Two of Swords. Okay. Something's becoming unveiled in your life right now about a situation, could involve, an uncovering of your third eye, a lunar element to this, subconscious element, an aspect dealing with like your interior. You see, the star is like the interior sound waves. Okay. These are like your interior chakra. The energy waves that of the stars that vibrate through our chakra. Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah, something out in the open here to the tower. Okay. And to him, oh my goodness. Queen of Wands reversed. To the Magician reversed. What did I tell you? Now you're going to see the devil somewhere along the lines here. You are dealing with a dark witch, my friends. Okay, and you are a chosen one. You are a star. An earth angel. Okay? Victorious in your position in your life right now. Okay? People are coming before you with cups of love, pouring out their love all upon your lovely, beautiful face. Look at this. Somebody's not happy about your success. Could be this dark witch over here and her underlords. The Coven cult of free Masonic death. Yeah, these guys right here. Working down in their cauldron. In the area beneath the Masonic temple. Beneath the church, there's a hallway connecting the church and the temple to the school. Being moved along in rivers underneath the ground. There's an energy heavy here upon magic, black magic, dark magic. Okay? Look. Now, this to me is like Selena. You remember Selena? Selena's. Okay? You remember Selena? Okay? Do you remember? She said, "That's not a taco in there, my friend. That's a 22 inside the taco." And she took Selena's out. Okay? They're coming for the chosen ones. They got a 9mm inside the taco. I'm telling you. They're waiting at the taco stand. Look, everybody on the internet already knows everything. This is worldwide knowledge. I'm trying to tell you, my friends. You got a dark witch in your life, a practitioner working with somebody else to block you and to stop you, okay? To cause a tower in your life, all right? Yeah, see? And, you got the Eight of Wands reversed. Look. You see how it's like a dragon? It's like a salamander, right? In reverse. See, these are all like pipes. These are like spirit flames. Creating dragons in the sky. You see? reverse psychology. People are trying to manipulate you in the spiritual realm, my friends. Okay? You got spiritual attacks occurring. That's how they attack the chosen. Yeah, but you already know this. Because you're the high priestess. Okay? You already know. Yeah, these people are hung up. You got the sword of truth out here. Now, this is the energy just to begin with. That's what we're dealing with. This is a coven. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Okay? These are all like, this is like a secret coven. Okay? You see? They have to like all puff the magic dragon before they can communicate. So this is like a sophisticated dark coven. Alright? That uses like heavy reverse psychology manipulation, dark magic on the words. Okay? Crafting words. A spiritual practitioner. This is your spiritual narcissist. Your covert, malignant, female, dark practicing witch bitch narcissist. Alright? She tried to rob your neighbors with a gun, said it was a taco. I'm trying to tell you. You think I'm joking? Listen. Okay, they come for the chosen ones. Alright? I need to be more elaborate on that. And I should be, and I apologize. Let me elaborate. Okay? As a chosen one. Alright? The weapons of your warfare are not given to you. Alright? Alright? So you're put into a war. Alright? That's what happens. You get put into a war. Alright? That you never asked to be put into. First and foremost. Okay? You wasn't asking to be the 9 of Wands out here, heavy up in the hood on these operations, doing some ninja shit in the middle of the night. Right? Doing some ninja shit in the middle of the night, Page of Swords. Lord have mercy. However, doing some of that ninja shit in the middle of the night has brought you recognition and attention from the higher ups. And we're about to promote your ass. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, okay? Heavy on, look at this reverse empress right here. This is my Queen of Wands, man. That's your heavy cloud chaser. Look, trying to put you in this 8 of Swords. Okay, look. This witch got 8 people out here. I'm trying to tell you. This is a different kind of coven. Okay? This is the kind of coven that works on the astral and the spiritual. Look, and on the surface, like, these cards look really nice. There's nothing bad about them at all, right? Okay? They don't look bad. Okay? But these are coming, this is coming down backwards. Okay? Alright? That's coming from the underworld. And this is the smoke from the Hades. But it comes in reverse. And that's why it's psychological. See, and it descends upon you in the mental and the astral. So they're creating billows of smoke in the astral from the spiritual in order to attack you. And they're trying to attack not your success, okay? They're coming for, the chosen ones are intended to be successful on this earth in order to provide a proper and necessary service for humanity against the global elitist scumbags who rule the world and want to fuck us all. Excuse me. I'm going to get some ancestors to speak on that for us, okay? Let's just see. So you got, look, this is what you're dealing with out here, all right? You high priestess out here. And that energy, your intuition, you're being so tuned in and tapped into source and being so connected with spirit has led you to the success that you have and are going to continue to have moving forward in your life. You got the Chariot to the 6 of Wands energy to the Star, my friend. Now, people are trying to blind you. I've been trying to work and conspire against you, okay? Look, I'm not lying to you. 3 of Pentacles energy out here on the board, all right? People have been conspiring, okay? Maybe even trying to move you in a direction you don't want to go in, right? Trying to, heavy on the movement here for you in your life. You got the Chariot, the Six of Wands horse, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords, right? Heavy on the movement. Be an open channel. Mediumship, ancestors, and spirits. Your High Priestess energy right here. Look, be an open channel. This is the energy that's embodying you right now. This is, pardon me. This is the energy of the chosen. If you want to be honest, and this is why they come for the chosen. You're naturally gifted. You naturally can walk into a room and size it up immediately, sensing the energy of everybody in that room. Almost instantaneously. You don't even know how you do it. And you've been doing it since you were little. Okay? And that's why they've been targeting you. That's why you've been different. That's why you've never felt like you fit in your whole life. No matter where you go, you always felt like you were in your own little cave. Like, not talking to yourself, but receiving communication. Okay? So Spirit is saying, like, you're an open channel. Alright? And to respect your physical body. Balance yourself. Alright? But here's the thing. These people try to cause you to be unbalanced. And that's the problem. They don't understand what they're going up against. When they go up against a chosen one and an earth angel. Okay? You got the power of the angels behind you. And I'm trying to tell you, my life story is in essence a story of triumph and of angelic divine intervention in my life. My whole life story. Especially leading up to the present time. So what are you going to say to me? I know angels are real. And what did I just say to you? Awaken your inner shaman. Connect and invoke. And you got something you're going after. That's why these people come after you. You see, they target the chosen ones. And it's like Babylon. Okay? Okay, and like the book of Revelation. Babylon the Great was Babel, right? Babel, the Tower of Babel. Babel, this tower, this fictitious tower that they built into the sky, okay, was of confusion, right? But there's a secret about it Kabbalistically, okay? And that secret has to deal with the electromagnetic properties of the planet that we live under. So the Earth has a magnetosphere around it, okay? However you would like to describe its actual physical properties. And a dipole component, north to south, right? Okay, where it spins on. And then a westward drift. The magnetosphere moves as a fluid around the Earth. As it revolves on its axis in 24 hours, okay? It moves westward. So that because the angle of the Earth, the ecliptic angle, relative to the sun, as the Earth is moving around the sun simultaneously, that angle, the ecliptic, causes it to go through each zodiac sign. Every 2,160 years, they say, on the static or the regular zodiac that we possess. However, that's not the correct zodiac. There's a secret zodiac. And that is part of the reason that I was targeted, because of what I published. Anyhow, Babylon is the confusion of, she sits upon many waters. Okay, and in Qabalah, the waters, or the mim, represents like magnetism, the magnetic fluid, blue in color, right? Electricity is like the electric fluid, but it's like symbolized by red in color, blue and red, male and female. And this is how the Kabbalists and those initiated would communicate in their secret forms of communication. So they would be saying male and female, or euphemizing it, or metaphoric, making it, turning it into a metaphor in terms at first, and then presenting that knowledge, you know, maybe in a characterization in a fictitious, like a story book form. You know, they wrote a lot of their knowledge in a book form. Anyhow, Babylon the Great in Revelation sits upon many waters. And these represent the peoples, right? The masses of Adam, or of the earth, the waters, the psychic element, the subconscious element, the magnetic element of the earth. The poles shift in time. and what they call the precession of the equinoxes, as you go through each one of the zodiac signs. Okay? Babylon represents the magnetic confusion of the waters, when the poles are getting ready to shift. The beast, the electrical properties of the earth, the ionosphere, going around in a perfect circle around the earth at a 90-degree angle to the magnetosphere. This is where the beast, 7 heads. There's 7 heads of the beast because there's 7 pole stars. In the 26,000 years it takes to go through each of the zodiac signs, my friends. And that is a secret. So the beast has 7 heads, which are the 7 pole stars, from Vega to Polaris, creating Mayat, or the perfect balance, in the 7 heads of the dragon, or Draco, on the North Star, my friends. The Draco constellation, or the dragon in Revelation. Those are the 7 heads of the dragon, breathing life to the 7-headed beast, which is the division in the proper diatonic scale of the earth electromagnetically, according to the ionospheric movements, 500,000 amperes per second, moving across in a trilateral movement as a fluid around the equatorial rim of the earth. It's a beast. And Babylon is the magnetic fluid of the earth. Therefore, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is how they attack the chosen, is by attacking the frequencies of electromagnetism on the earth, by targeting our consciousness at an astral, spiritual, and physical and mental levels. Okay, this is how they do it. This is how witchcraft works. Okay, now if you these people are lying in wait, and they're always coming after the King of Pentacles. I love that guy. Isn't he great? Okay. It seems like this is like, what was that cartoon? I don't even know. I'm going to waste your time trying to tell you about a cartoon. Tom and Jerry, right? Okay. Can never catch the mouse. And he just looks like an idiot, always chasing this tiny little mouse, and he should have caught him a long time ago, like the first episode. Right, yeah, see. So, Spirit puts a mark upon the chosen ones. And the chosen ones are supposed to inherit the earth. Okay? They've been given divine gifts. These are like the angels. See, Babylon falls when the poles shift. So let me give you an example. They say the number of the beast is the cube of 6, right? 666. The electromagnetic poles of the earth are 25,107 miles from north to south pole electromagnetically. Divided by 12 is 666. So we have a division of the beast and then the waters and the fire. You see, the fire and the water cohabitate as electromagnetism coupled together as male and female. All right? So the wands are the spirit of fire, and the 7 wands are the spirit of the diatonic scale protecting you from on high. You see, you're being given a source of a position of superiority over your enemy. You see, and you always have a superior position and dominion over your enemy, okay, when you are aligned with source and with spirit. When you are one with the creator, you are the fool. That's a fact, okay? Divine justice, my friend. So no matter how we are attacked as chosen ones out there, if we're acting accordingly, like, what does that mean? Doing good things, man. You know what I'm saying? Like being a good person, all right? Because the way the enemy attacks us is very subtly, all right? And they come to us as though they're not enemies. Okay, you know, whatever. My point here is this, all right? Is we need to act as righteous beings, okay? In whatever sense that means for you. And that really is part of our spiritual warfare. Our weapons of our spiritual warfare as chosen ones, okay? We are like aliens down here, man. Look, it's not a joke, okay? Spirit is stirring some stuff up in your life right now, okay? Causing some havoc maybe in your foundation of your life in some capacity, you know. And this, you may not necessarily be able to see, you know, you might feel exposed right now, you might feel naked, you know what I mean, like whatever. You might feel like you want to just kind of put the blinds on and say, I'm good with, I don't want to see what, but you know, you're being guided and directed to not do that, okay? This is angelic direct. Whenever this card comes up to me, I know I'm speaking to somebody who's an earth angel and who has star potential, okay? We are going to be the ones that they attack. I'm telling you, full force. And they're going to come at us in ways that to the common persons would necessarily may appear to position us to appear to be erratic, unstable, things like that. This is the rationale that they use. They use the dark arts, man. I'm trying to tell you. Reverse Eight of Wands. Think about this in your capacity. Reverse Eight of Wands to the Eight of Swords, to a reverse magician. Okay? To a reverse Queen of Wands. All right? To the reverse Empress to clarify her. That's a witch, and this is her coven. Now, these kinds of covens, they work differently. These are the modern day covens. They use technology, okay? They don't just stir a cauldron, brothers, okay? All right? You know what I'm saying? They ain't just bunching up panties anymore, brother, all right? All right, things have changed nowadays, okay? And the strangeness of the strange and all the change in the world cannot justify nor validate nor give proper understanding to why people would choose to live in the underworld in the first place. Hallelujah and amen. I'm sorry. Okay? So, what happens, okay, for the chosen ones out there, the real earth angels, and you know what? You know who you are from speaking to you, because you can see beneath my smile and my laughter or whatever. You can see the war, the battles that I have fought and that I have overcome to be this spiritual assassin out here slaying these demons in these spiritual streets. All right, you can feel my energy. All right, where I've been and what I've come through to be where I am right now. To know the underworld, to know the dark side, to know the machinations and how these witches and these warlocks and these crafty politicians and all these people operate and how they think. You see, makes me a real threat to the matrix. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And chosen ones of any capacity and of all capacity are a threat to these dark practitioners out here. Okay? Because these dark practitioners ain't going to teach you about the weapons of their warfare, if you feel me. Okay? They're going to put you out on Jump Street and holler at your boy. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. Everybody going to be hollering at you and hooting and pointing their fingers. Oh, but what I tell you, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Spirit. High Priestess. This is for my High Priestesses out there. If you're a chosen one, you a High Priestess. You embody this energy. Okay? And even if you're a man, don't trip, brother man. All right? Because I am High Priestess over here. I've been trying to tell these monkey nuts out here, but they ain't listening to this jaw going all up in their wrench in the side of their face now. I don't know. They don't want to hear nothing. Okay? You a High Priestess. Double confirmation. Wheel of Fortune. This is the destiny of the chosen ones. You see, they come for our destinies. Understand this. They're preparing a new world order, my friends. They're trying to capture the fucking electromagnet. It's not that complicated. Think about it. It's all frequencies, man. It's all waveforms, everything. Okay? Sound, light, vibration, whatever. If they can capture that, which was their goal in previous, this was Atlantis. This is what happened. This is how Atlantis fell. By messing with the damn weather, all this shit, okay? Now, there's electromagnetic polar shifts that occur. all right? And you need to put one in this monkey wrench in this witch's ass over here, all right? And that's what the chosen are here to do. We're here to wake people up, to inspire them, okay? It's your destiny to lead and be a star, all right? Why not? Says who? Why not? And that's good. Look at this. Girl, boy, bye. 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 Anyway, I'm going to see you when I get to the top. All the way up. Look. Battle tested and mother approved. All the way to the top. All right? This is the energy of the chosen, my friends. It is the destiny of the chosen ones. All right? We walk a lonely path. Okay? We really do. You got to know that you matter. You got to know. I'm like trying to be a voice out here in the wilderness, man, crying out in my own way for certain people, my soul tribe and my soul family, to wake up right here, right now. Okay? Support your boy. All right? I'm still working on getting everything firmly established in how this is coming forward, because I want to come through with much more greater prophetic potential, if you catch my drift, okay? All right? This is not even what my potential is. This is the beginning of what it is. So my point is this, all right? What you're going through right now is a spiritual journey and inner awakening in your life, all right? Moving you forward. You're mastering your craft on the physical plane, all right? And you are the wounded warrior. You are in your temperance energy. This is the Sagittarian temperance energy. A healer. You're a healer. You're here to heal the earth. That is your calling. That is what you are here for. All right, you got to pick up your wands. Forget what anybody says to you. All right? You matter. You're important. You're special. Now, if you can give me $1, throw it in a tin can on the side over here as I whistle Dixie on the way out. I'm joking. But in all seriousness, support your boy. As I need to get a laptop and I need to get a microphone. I'm working on my channel. I'm doing everything. And everyone has been blessing me so tremendously. I'm so grateful to everybody that supported me and being patient with me as well. I went to the dentist today and getting some more work done. But this is what witchcraft does to you. I'm a living example and testimony to what I talk about here, my friends. Okay? Listen, that's my message for you today. All right? This isn't a blank page, all right, that you can just sign your name on the dotted line. But listen, I love this energy right here. I want you to just get this in your mind. Look at that. You got to master your craft, man. That means you got to walk away from it's not serving you, all right? Angels on your side, because you an earth angel. You a healer out here. And that's what you meant. You came to this earth to be and to do. Now you must get up. The hell with these damn witches, all right? And these warlocks and these wannabes, all right? And these, yeah. Awaken your inner shaman. You a high priestess out here. That's your energy. And that's your reading for today. Thank you.